everyone, it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. It is time for my annual end of the year BJD tag video. This is by far my favourite tag to do, and it's one that, you know, I will always try to do even if I am unable to do any other tags. This is the one I will do. It's just so much fun to see how my collection has grown over the year. This year it definitely has, and yeah, it's cool to look back on these. I need to actually do that because I'm so curious to see them back to back. I've got a playlist of them, so check that out if you're interested. But yeah, it's hard to believe that I at one point was able to fit all of my dolls in front of me like this. That was completely out of the question for this year, and I'm honestly still not sure entirely how I feel about that, but here we are. So in case you were wondering why I have all of my dolls here, there is a reason for it. I have everyone else behind me. I tried to arrange them so that you could see everyone, so hopefully you can see if you can spot your favorites, I suppose. And in case you were wondering, yes, I do have my two other floating heads here, my Jury 05 and my Jury 2012, I think she is. Hey, it's better than last year when I had 3 heads in boxes. 2 is better than 3. This tag was created by Bumblebee Love 108 years ago, if you can believe it. This tag's been around for a while. There are 9 questions, so let's get started. The first question is to show your doll family as it looks at the end of the year, and well, here they are. I definitely broke my own record when it comes to new dolls that came in this year. They are all in front of me, and even though Lee's head's not new, his body is, so that's why he's here in case you were wondering. The first doll that came in this year was my Island doll Brew. I have still yet to do anything with her, which I feel bad about, but it is what it is. It might be a sign that perhaps she's not as much for me as I had thought she was, although I'm prepared for that to change once I give her a face up, so we'll see what is in store for her. I do hope I can actually customize her properly this year. Next up was Lovely. I got her in May, I think it was, and she's a Smart Doll Destiny. I have actually been able to customize her, which is awesome, and I cannot wait to do even more with her. I've wanted to have a mini-me doll for the longest time, so to finally have a doll that can be that for me is super exciting. August was when this body came in. It's a Zaga 72cm body from memory, and I did originally intend for it to be for Ray. However, Lee came along and just took it as his own, and I could not be happier about it. In September, I was really lucky to be able to adopt a mouse cat doll, Frances. I've yet to come up with a name for her, I now realise. Probably should do that at some point, but I absolutely love her. Her body is just the most beautifully sculpted thing ever, and she's just so sweet. This wig is everything. And most recently, of course, in October, this lady came in. She is a Supia April Story hybrid. I also adore her to pieces. She also doesn't have a name yet, but I mean, it'll come to me eventually. Question number 2 is, how many doll videos did you make this year? And for me, that number is 42. It's definitely lower than previous years, but for good reason. I did actually give myself a couple of breaks this year, which I really did need, and that actually, fun fact, was my New Year's resolution last year, so I mean, I did that. But yeah, even though it's slightly less than what I've done before, I still think 42 is a pretty decent number. Question number 3 is, what was your first video of the year about? And I actually had to look this one up because I was certain that it was this girl's unboxing, but no, it wasn't. It was a World's Smallest Miniatures opening thing. I got a whole bunch of those World's Smallest little toys, and I opened them here, and I took a really fun photo shoot with them with Jelly and Bee, and yeah, that's that. I'll link it somewhere around here in case you missed it and want to see it. I'm going to briefly skip number 4 and jump to number 5 because it ties in nicely. Number 5 is, what was the first photo you took this year? And I'm going off of Instagram for the photo related questions. The first photo I posted on Instagram this year was, funnily enough, from that same photo shoot with the World's Smallest Toys. It was the same sort of photo I used for my thumbnail for that video, and yeah, I'll put that here too. Jumping back to number 4 though, it says, how many pictures did you take or upload this year? And once again, I'm using Instagram for this because I took way more photos than that number, but it was definitely the worst year for me for posting on Instagram ever. I only posted 20 photos on there. I was sure I did better than that. I went to do my top 9 and realised pretty quickly that there probably wasn't really much point considering I only uploaded about double that, so whoops. I really should do better, but to be fair, I had a lot of other things going on and yeah, I don't feel that bad about it if I'm being honest. But I do. But I don't. Question number 6 is, tell us the best thing that happened to you in the doll hobby this year. And I straight away knew what I was going to answer for this one, and I don't think I've actually talked about it properly on here, but I was so fortunate and so lucky to have been able to pre-order the Year Dollfie Dream. If you don't know the character Year, they are from Final Fantasy XIV, a game that I have been getting into more and more this year, although Animal Crossing has been selling me lately, but I definitely intend on getting back to Final Fantasy because it is just so much fun. But I've been playing that over on Twitch, and my community over there had just been incredibly generous. Like, I cannot fathom it. But so as a very outlandish thing, I put a goal to be able to get Year. I knew that without help I wouldn't be able to get her, but I was also intending, and I did save my butt off, like every penny, to go towards her. So this gold bar it was quite a scary gold bar, but myself and my chat contributed to it, and they blew it out of the park. I made the pre-order. She's going to be mine. She'll be here probably about this time next year if we're lucky, maybe even sooner than that, and I will be opening her over on Twitch, which is going to be so exciting. But yeah, that just, without a doubt, the best thing that happened to me in the doll hobby this year, even though it was Twitch adjacent. I mean, it's doll related. It counts. In contrast to that though, number 7 is, tell us the worst thing that happened to you in the doll hobby this year. This one is kind of tricky to articulate, but to put it plainly, and I have touched on this before, I had a couple of moments this year where I just really wasn't feeling it. Like, I was just really down, to put it plainly. And around the time when, I'm pretty sure it was Lavely, when she arrived, she sat in her box for probably close to a month. I just did not feel like I was in the right space to be able to open her. I didn't feel like I had enough energy. I didn't feel like I would be able to do her unboxing justice. It was just this weird feeling of like, I don't feel like I really am in a space to feel like I deserve her right now. It was a whole thing, and it sucked. And part of it was, I guess, pressure to upload a video, but I don't really want to blame it on that, but that is kind of what it was. And yeah, I just felt unmotivated as a whole. So yeah, that kind of sucked. It just got worse and worse the longer I left it, because I knew I had this doll that I should be excited for, and that, you know, other people I'm sure would just be so excited to have her, and I wanted to be excited, but I didn't feel like I could be excited, and it was just a bit sad. So yeah, that was probably the worst thing that happened to me. And let's move on to something else, eh? Hey, I got there. I unboxed her. I love her. We got through it. So if you're gonna take one thing from that, let that be it. Question number 8 is, show us your 3 favorite things that you got this year. And I didn't have to think long about this one. Some of you possibly can see some of these coming, but one of them at least, I don't think I ever showed you properly. You might have seen it around, but I didn't give it the showtime it deserved. So now is that time, and let's start with it. This here is a laser cut wooden chair that my best friend made for me for my birthday. She designed it. She has access to a laser cutter thing. Her family has one and it's the best, most coolest thing ever. And she made this just for me. I need to figure out what I want to do with it for sake of decorating it. I would love to make a little cushion for it. I think that would be adorable. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I think I'm going to have to go back to her and commission some more and maybe even get a table. I've also decided that I need a couch. I don't know if she's going to be able to help me with that, but I need a couch. It's got to happen, okay? But yeah, it's so cool, and I'm trying to convince her to open a shop because I'm like, people will want these. That's so cool. Just look at it, and it all slots together so nicely. She wrote some instructions for me so that I was able to put it together, and it just works so well, and it's so cool. Just look, I'm hoping you can see it okay because, yeah, it's awesome. The second favorite thing is the hanging egg chair that B is in. I talked a lot about it in that video, but I have been wanting a hanging egg chair for my dolls since before I had my dolls. And I got one this year. And number 3 is a bit left field, I guess, but it's this blonde wig. This one, right here. It's the wig that was included for free with my Supia April Story hybrid doll. The previous owner made it and they kept telling me like, oh, it's not that great. I made it myself. I'm not a wig maker. But it's awesome. And not only is it awesome, but if it weren't for that wig, I would never have switched my wigs around as they are now. I would never have put that blonde one on her because I wouldn't have had it. I would not have moved Millie's over. And most importantly, I would not have put that gorgeous half bangs wig on Millie, and that is by far just the best wig for her, and I'm still shocked that I did not do it before then. So yeah, those are my top 3 things. I think they're justified. The 9th and final question is, what is your New Year's resolution? And I know exactly what it is, and it's going to sound really blunt, but I want to make less videos next year. That's it. Hear me out though, hear me out. So I've been working to a pretty much weekly upload schedule for a while now, and that works really well for me. It keeps me honest and it makes sure that I actually do it. And that's great. But more often than not, it's kind of worn me down, and I feel like I've been making videos just to make videos, and I had a big break so I could get a backlog because of this, but that didn't really work. I mean, I got a little bit of a backlog and then I burned it instantly. And yeah, anyway, what I'm thinking for next year is I want to be able to dive more into the content making around my Twitch stuff. And I still definitely want to make doll videos, so I'm not going to be going anywhere. But I think I might try more of a bi-weekly upload schedule, so every second week I'd upload a video. But at the same time, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just upload a video when I've got a video. I'm not sure what it will look like, and I'm keen to hear your thoughts on this, and I hope that you'll be okay with it and that you'll, you know, bear with me through it, I guess. But I am really excited about it, and I do want to kind of share my energy around, even if that means I'm just keeping it to myself and I'm not doing anything. As it is now, I often feel like I'm just spread far too thin, what with the weekly upload schedule, the streams, and then obviously work on top of all that. And this year is going to be a very busy year for me at work. I've been given some more responsibilities, which is great, but also it's gonna be full on, and I should probably be kinder to myself and not expect so much of my uploads here. And I'm telling you all now so you can keep me honest and make sure I am not too hard on myself when I am not able to upload as often, because that's the plan. So it's not like I'm not able to, it's I'm sticking to the plan. So yeah, that's that. Another end of the year BJD tag video wrapped. The lighting changed so much in this video. I'm sorry. I'm actually filming in the daytime for once, so I guess the lighting's better, but it's also just varied and that's not great, so Whoops. Despite its ups and downs, it has been another awesome year, and I cannot thank you all enough for sticking with me throughout it and supporting me with your comments and just your attention. Right now, if you're still here, thank you. I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store. Before I go, a quick reminder to be sure to check out everyone else's end of the year BJD tag videos. They are the best videos to see everyone's collections in one place, and I love that. If you're watching this and you filmed one yourself, let me know in the comments below so I can make sure I don't miss it. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. Thank you so much for watching. It has been lovely, and I'll catch you again sometime soon. Okay, bye.